On behalf of my team, the Rafflesians, I would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about the ongoing issues with life on land. Now, before we go on, I would like to introduce you to our team. We're a team of 4 students from Sekolah Menengah Rafflesia in Kajang. I am Samina, my teammates are Jechi, Yishan, and Christopher, and we're currently studying in Form 4. Now, what is SDG 15? SDG 15, Life on Land, is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals established by the United Nations back in 2015. The purpose of SDG 15 is to protect, restore, promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, halt reverse land degradation, and even halt biodiversity loss. Just a brief look into our timeline. For the first week of our schedule, we submitted our proposal. The following week, we discussed ideas using social platforms and conducted surveys. In the third week, we outlined our report and prepared scripts for the presentation. And lastly, in the fourth week, once we had filmed and edited the whole presentation, we submitted all our work.
To start off, we've conducted multiple surveys in local communities in Kajang to determine whether the targets of SDG 15 were achieved. The survey you see here is about the change in the amount of greenery surrounding the area in the past decade. Among 40 seniors, 80% said that there was a decrease in the population of greenery, while 20% said that the amount of greenery remained unchanged. We also conducted a survey on whether people are contributing to the cause. Among 70 respondents, 30% are actively contributing to the cause. Meanwhile, 70% are unaware or unconsciously contributing to the issue. Now, to explain your knowledge about life on land, unlike inanimate or inorganic objects, life makes it possible for organisms to reproduce, grow, and adapt. Plant life contributes to 80% of the human diet. Furthermore, 30% of our planet's surface is covered in greenery that inhabits nearly 80% of animals on Earth. It also contains vital resources such as clean air and fresh water. Equally, animals hold as much significance as plants do. The help in which animals provide to humans ranges from transportation to hunting. They also keep the ecosystem balanced, like how birds help with pollination, pest control, and fertilization. Additionally, animal experimentation has indisputable benefits to humankind, especially in development of drugs and medication.
In the wild, there are 3 types of interaction we encounter: symbiosis, the prey-predator interactions, and competition between organisms. In symbiosis, there is mutualism, which is the interactions that benefits both species involved. Then, commensalism, the interaction that benefits one organism, leaving the other unharmed. And lastly, parasitism, which is the interaction that benefits one organism while harming the other. In the prey-predator interactions, a predator is an animal that hunts prey and is usually at the top of the food chain, while a prey is an animal that is hunted by predators and they usually belong at the bottom of the food chain. Prey-predator relationships are generally shown in diagrams known as the food chain or the food web. What you see here is a food chain of the temperate case in Gopeng Perak, Malaysia. As you can see, it starts off with the producer, which in this case is a fruit food, consumed by the insects that came as a good meal for the cockroaches. Following up with that, the bats take care of the cockroaches, and once they're diseased, they are decomposed. Competition is a relationship between one or multiple species of organisms where they contest against each other in order to obtain resources for the sake of survival. Due to its fatal consequences on the losing side, some species can end up at the brink of extinction or go extinct completely.
Many conservation efforts in Malaysia, Global Environment Centre, or GEC, has been tackling several environmental issues ensuring our resources are being used effectively since 1998. One of the programs they run is the River Care Program, which is meant to promote better management of rivers and water resources. Founded in 1940, this dedicated group has impacted our country in several ways. One of their most popular programs is the Junior Environmental Leader Series, JELS, which is a collaborative project with other organizations. As George Bernard Shaw once said, Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Thank you for your time.